What up? Welcome to the Non-Essential Experience podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Miguel, along with...
My name is Diego. What's up, you guys?
What up? What up? Welcome to the podcast. First off, if you're listening to this right now, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate the fuck out of you guys.
And listening. So you're wondering, what is this? Well, let us explain. So this is our podcast, Mine's and Diego's. We're the non-essential experience because our work did not deem us to be essential.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about lots of things on this podcast, like all things geeky, nerdy,
weebly,
some like just pretty much the modern stuff, new movies that come out, which might not be many at the moment, music, if we get to that, games, shows, pretty much all those things under that umbrella. Plus, obviously, we can talk about other things like what's going on in the world today.
Basically, we're going to be talking about anything that interests us, and we're going to put in our 2 cents. And we hope you enjoy our thoughts.
Yeah, and we at the moment we're thinking of doing 2 a week, but we're gonna play that by ear, see how things go, see what you guys like, and then we'll go from there. So, if anything else to add into the description of the show, Diego?
No, I think we're ready to get into it. I think that's basically all they need to know about what we're going to be doing here. About everything else, they'll get to know us.
All right, then let's get into it. No need to talk anymore of this intro. Let's get into it. So, our first little topic for something to talk about: life as a non-essential person in this world.
Well, let me tell you that it's boring as hell. I haven't spent so much time on my computer or playing video games, watching anime, watching movies, like I have in the past 3 weeks since I was 15 years old. And I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I cannot wait to go back to work, which is a sentence I never thought I would ever say in my life.
It's funny. I would say I sit in the middle because yes, I'm watching more shows, more movies, more anime, playing more games than I've done since I was still in school. And I don't quite hate it, though I'm getting there because I'm getting bored. I'm running out of things to do. I want to go outside. I want to be free again.
Right.
And like I said, I wouldn't say fuck, I want to go back to work, but it is nice working though because you just get out, you talk to people. And I'm enjoying this little staycation, but I'm getting to the end of my
of your threshold of not working.
Exactly.
Because I feel the same way. Don't get me wrong. I come off strong, and I'm enjoying it. But I cannot wait to go back to work because now, when I start getting frustrated or I start getting irritated or being home, there's nowhere I can go. I don't have the option of, you know what? I feel like going out today. I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to go to We Play Games. I'm going to go to the Japan store. I don't have that option anymore. Now I'm basically being forced to stay at the house. So my frustrations, I don't have the option of alleviating that. So I just end up getting really frustrated, really bored, and then I end up taking a nap, and there goes my day.
Dude, I get it. For me, it's not so much the frustration, but it is just getting out. I need to get out. I need to conversate. I need to interact with people. The thing I probably miss the most is going out, sitting down, and eating with somebody.
Oh, dude, same. I miss going out to Applebee's or all the places that we went to when we hung out, because it was just fun, dude. Even if it was just me, you, Michelle, and Arnaldo. My girlfriend is Michelle, and then Arnaldo is a mutual friend of ours. By the way, for anyone listening, I'm gonna be bringing up their names a lot, so I don't want you guys to be like, who the fuck are those people? These fucking assholes aren't explaining anything. But yeah, I loved going out and just hanging out in public, doing whatever we wanted. Like
I
just
haven't
having,
craved Korean barbecue so bad in my life, like I have right now.
dude. Same. I've been craving a Long Island iced tea. Like, I cannot explain to you how much I want one. I cannot. I was mad because apparently like Applebee's announced that there was going to be $1 Long Island iced teas all month of
Dude,
April, and I
then
was so excited to get shit-faced drunk at least once a week, at least.
Well, remember we were planning on it on like
I know.
the Monday before shit hit the fan, or the Monday that it shit hit the fan.
Yeah, like one of those. We were planning on it, and I was super excited. And then once the fucking world was like, "All right, they're enjoying their lives a little bit too much. Let's release let's release the boomer doomer, like the people on Twitter calling it, which is crazy.
It's fucking nuts. It's to me, it's like I said, you don't expect to go through something like this in your lifetime,
dude.
Like
I know, this is an event that's gonna be in the history books, and I always thought about how I'm never gonna experience anything like that because I felt like there was nothing like that left to happen, like unless it was space travel. But I always felt like we were in between, like discovering space, going to the moon for the first time, doing all these things, and space travel and curing cancer. I always thought we were in the generation in the middle of it.
Oh, like, yeah.
We got a fucking bad RNG roll, and we got screwed over with a virus that isn't letting us leave our houses. Like,
yeah, it's bad, dude. It's so, and like, there's no end in sight. There really isn't. Like they keep on, like, there's a third, like Nevada. Oh, by the end of, originally it was by the start of April. Now it's been pushed back to April 30th, and even then, that's way super optimistic. I'm like,
right? Maybe I would feel sort of like happy with that if there was like if we had reached our peak, or if it looked like people like we were flattening the curve, but it doesn't look like it, dude. So April 30th just seems like you said, like too optimistic. And I don't want to be a pessimist. I don't want to be pessimistic either. I hope
I'm wrong.
I hope next week some fucking person and somewhere in the world is like, "Hey, you guys, we figured out how to treat the virus, and where everything is back to normal." But it just doesn't, from my perspective. And remember, I'm unqualified as fuck. It just doesn't seem like it, and I hate it.
Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I said, if it's by the end of this month, that'd be the fucking best thing ever. We got like a nice little 2-month vacation.
Like 2-month vacation, just staying home, playing video games, watching anime, being fucking degenerates, enjoying it. But I think the end of this month is going to be my limit. After that, at the end of this month, if things start going back to normal, I think that's when I'm really going to start freaking out and worrying about how things are going, because it's just scary, man. Like, I don't. It's scary not just from, like, I'm not thinking just about myself, but it's scary for the world, because I genuinely don't believe that the world will recover from this for a very long time.
Oh, for sure. Even if, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, shit's already changed. Life cannot go back to how it was.
Exactly, it can't. It's just physically. People need to understand. Like, people need to see that this should be an eye opener for people. That places need to pay people like livable wages, like comfortable wages. There needs to be some form of like healthcare, and not the system that we have here in the United States needs to change. And I think that what happened here is it has to be an eye opener for people, or next time we might not be so lucky if there is a next time. If we ever get it.
To me, it's like that shit's not gonna change, unfortunately, the government and all that, as far as healthcare and people paying, businesses paying people, but I don't think that's gonna change, unfortunately. I think more of the sense where, like, once this is all done, like, how do people, especially people in high affected areas like New York, California, stuff like that, high populated areas, like how do you go back to normal life after this and not worry about something like this happening again?
And not just being afraid of, dude, that's true.
Like, how do you go back to a festival, a music festival, a concert, a jam-packed anything? You know what I mean?
like even just at like a crazy house party, like a club. Like, I don't know how. You're right. I don't know how the world, like, people could ever go back.
Because there's gonna be a good chunk of people that, to them, they don't give a fuck. They'll go back to what they were doing.
Oh, there's people like that now.
I
There's
know.
people that are stupid
Those
like that are
those
right
idiots.
now.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the video of the guy talking to a news reporter in Florida?
Which I don't. There's been a few.
Like, where he looks like a fucking wannabe FaZe Banks. He was like, I'm not gonna let this virus screw up my my spring break plans. I've been planning this for like 2 months, man. Like, if I get the virus, I get the virus. I don't care. I'm just here to have a good time. I'm like, bro, it's not. The problem isn't you. You're still young. You're still healthy. And like, the problem is if you get infected and you go and infect your grandma, your aunt, some old lady that you come into contact with at the store, that person has a greater possibility of dying.
And to me, it's I don't know. I think we're past the whole you're young so you can't die, because there's been plenty of young people that have passed away. It just seems like everyone's immune system's different, so it affects people different. Some people are able to shake this off easily. There's that story of like some 100-year-old dude.
Yeah, it's like
it didn't even affect him that much. He got it. He's clear. He's good. He's clean now. So. Yeah. And then there's young people dying with no symptoms, super healthy kids that are dying. And it's just like, dude, everybody needs to take this serious. Like, this isn't a joke. Don't go be out going to the beach, partying with people. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Just stay your ass at home.
Dude, exactly. Like, I get it. I get if you want to go and if you need to go to the grocery store. I get if you need to go to the, like, somewhere. I get if you don't want to cook, so you go get something to eat. I get it. I get that. That's okay to me. That's not that big of a problem. What my problem is, dude, is watching those people like going out to bars and like clubs and like doing things like just to spit in the face of people saying like, oh, be like, stay inside, don't go out, don't socialize too much. That's my problem. It's like, how can you fucking like not care? How can you see that what's going on and just be like, not my problem? Not until I'm dead. If I die, it's like then that's my problem. How can you not care about someone else to that degree? It's crazy to me.
I know. So, but yeah, I don't get it. These fucking people are idiot. Just stay your ass at home. But on the lighter note of it, is there anything you're trying to accomplish? Anything you're trying to do while you're got all this free time?
Well, right now, honestly, this is starting the podcast was really the only thing that I had on my mind that we wanted to do, because we had been talking about it for a really long time. But that's basically the only thing that I had really planned. Right now, I'm just trying to not go crazy. I think that's my only thing, because I'm the type of person that doesn't like not working. I don't like just.
Yeah, for me too. This podcast, like we've been talking about for a while. This is big on my list. I still want to do like a YouTube channel, but I'm kind of waiting to see what that's going to be. And then also been doing like a little bit of workout at home, trying to stay active, trying not to be lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, what me and Michelle have been doing is we just go for walks. So, or if I need to go to like the store down the street, we'll just walk there, just to do something, just to leave the house so we're not sitting around all day long. Because
I think I need to start doing that, just walking around the neighborhood. Just because, like right now, I'll go out to the backyard once a day to get some fresh air, just so I'm not.
You're not smelling your own farts all day.
You know what I mean? Not breathing this musty ass air all day in my room. I'll go in the backyard. I'll be like 20, 30 minutes listening to music out there, just getting a little fresh air. But yeah, I think I've been thinking about starting going for walks around the neighborhood. Be a little more active, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just to Cause yeah, dude, like I remember the first couple of days where I didn't do shit, like I didn't do anything, and I just spent all day sitting on my computer. Like at some point, I was like, bro, my fucking, I feel like I haven't, my feet haven't like carried me in fucking forever. My fucking back started to hurt. I was like, yeah, this isn't healthy. I'm already a big guy, and by not moving around for a couple of days, I was like, I don't want to become part of my chair. So I was like, you know what, I need to start moving around.
Well, that's why I've been working out at home and doing some yoga, which I've done it in the past because I have a really shitty back from being a bigger guy, taller guy, and two, just doing sports when I was younger. You know what I mean? So that shit really fucked my back up. But I'm telling you, dude, right now, yoga is so good for your body.
I want to get into yoga, but I just don't know how. I don't know how to start it. I don't know what to do to start because I have a bad shoulder, and then I have bad knees through like genetics, and people have told me that it might like stretching out might help me not feel so like tense.
Yeah,
and in pain.
I actually used to what are they called? Like the knee
Braces, like
not the brace, not the full on braces, but like
the thing that just like wraps around it so it squeezes it. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have shitty knees too, just from being a big dude and kind of tall. So my knees are fucking wrecked. So I use those.
Isn't that crazy, dude? That like the human body is just like, yeah, if you get too tall, you're just gonna get fucked by like.
And I'm not even that tall, but I'm tall enough where it affects it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's like, because like when I did it without the knee things, like I'll try to do yoga, I'll do some of the poses where you're kind of like kind of in a lunge position, and then my knees are shaking so bad because it's just too much. With the knee braces, it's not really much of an issue.
See, what really messed me up with my knees, dude, is just when I was still working, when I did all the cleaning in the back of the kitchen, I spent most of my time on my knees. So my knees just started like going out, like just started going out, like from one day to another. There was like I would bend down, my knees were like, how about no? I'm like, how about you feel an intense pain and you don't feel like doing that anymore. So I think I want to start doing something of that sort to alleviate that because it sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, do trust me, some yoga, I'll point you in the right direction. It'll get you going. But either way, I think that's good enough for the quarantine talk, the life after the fall.
Right.
So now let's go into delays, and more delays. And what I mean by that, I'm just talking about movies, games, shows, anything that's been delayed because of all this going on. I'm not gonna go. Obviously, we're not gonna go through a list of everything. We're just gonna talk about the things that personally you're like, fuck, I can't believe I won't be able to see that. So what's like the number one thing disappointment for you as far as delays is?
Well, what I was mad about was what I was mad about was I wanted to go watch Onward. But they put it on Disney Plus, so I'm not too mad about it anymore.
Yeah, and we'll get into that a little later.
We'll get into that later. But see, the things that I was afraid that were going to get delayed to it are all getting put onto either streaming services or they're being announced. So with the delays, I'm more afraid of like I'm a huge manga guy. I read a lot of manga, and I know a lot of mangas are being delayed because they're closing down like animation studios. So that's what I'm afraid of because I'm a huge weeb.
For me, the number one thing that I'm like, fuck, is Black Widow. We were so close to getting Black Widow. It's been such a big gap since Spider-Man.
I think I would be a little bit more disappointed if I was more excited for if Black Widow wasn't a like a prequel.
I get that, But like, just for the post credit scene alone, I was hyped. Just because that post credit scene is not going to be a prequel post credit scene, or if it is, it's going to be something that's going to lend to the future of the MCU.
Because the story of it,
and Taskmaster's a badass. And originally when they announced this movie, I'm like, nobody wants this fucking movie. Why are they announcing this movie?
I didn't know that this movie got delayed.
Dude,
The Quiet Place 2. The Quiet Place 2 got delayed too.
Everything is getting delayed, bro.
Oh, what? Hell, I didn't even know about that. What? Dude, that was one of the movies I was super excited to watch because I recently watched them. Not recently, but I watched the first Quiet Place.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's a great movie.
And you know what's even crazy about the Quiet Place?
Hmm.
It hasn't even been spoiled for me. I have no spoilers for that.
I'm just kidding. But it's such a great movie. I definitely recommend it.
But I got nothing but time. I'll watch it.
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu for free.
I'll definitely watch it then.
So damn, I can't believe that was delayed. Another movie that was delayed is
less than a month away from Black Widow.
Dude,
the next installment of the MCU, and I fucking love the MCU, and I'm sure most people out there do.
I love it too, but like I said, I think if it was Eternals got delayed, dude.
Well, so pretty much everything. So if you're a fan of MCU, you know all these MCU movies, they lay them out for the next 2-3 years with release dates. Pretty much everything took the spot of the thing that was behind it. So Black Widow took the Eternal spot of November 5th.
6th.
Eternals
November 6th.
Oh, November 6th. Well,
yeah.
Eternals took the next spot, which is I think February, March, and so on and so forward. So it's fuck. And then on
12th of February for Eternals.
And I get it. A movie that big, because the movie's done, obviously. But a movie that big cannot be put on streaming services.
They can't because
it's a $1 billion movie that it's going to make $1 billion. That's just MCU nowadays.
Exactly.
Every fucking movie makes $1 billion now. Until they put out a bad movie, that's just how it is for MCU.
And I don't think they ever will, dude. It's hard for me to be like, yeah, they ruined the entire MCU. I think it's going to be hard to do that. I actually have a list of movies that were delayed if you want to go down the list and just see our thoughts.
Go for it.
So Mulan was delayed, and I don't give a shit that this movie was delayed.
I'm like one of the few people that was legit excited. Because so many people are like, oh, it's not my Mulan. It's not Mushu. I don't care.
See?
The movie is still going to be good. It's more of like a Chinese action film. And if you've never seen those, they're fucking awesome.
Oh, see, I agree with you. But I don't know what my one gripe with this movie was.
What?
And the one reason I will not watch it. And it's so stupid.
Is it because not Mushu, but then the girl turns into like a hawk?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. How can you be like, no, we want to be more realistic, and that's why Mushu isn't going to be part of it because the dragons aren't real. We want to have a more grounded fucking movie. But then they have this fucking girl just turn into a fucking hawk. And
she's a witch, bro. Those
dude,
exist.
But I thought that was so stupid. I was like, bro, no. I was like, I can't sit in this movie theater and accept the fact that they said no Mushu because it's not realistic. But having some girl be able to transform into a hawk is realistic.
I still think Mushu makes an appearance in the movie, but obviously not to the extent that he was in the original.
Of course, they have to nod to him. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have maybe she's gonna go and pray to her ancestors or something, and there's gonna be like a stone tablet of like a dragon. And I think that's as far of a cameo that we're gonna get.
Yeah, or something like our family symbol is the dragon, and they'll even say the name Mushu,
or like the Mushu crest of the Mulan family or whatever. But that's not enough. That's not enough.
I'm hyped for that movie, and
I think that movie will be a movie that I will watch like at home, and I would like it. Or maybe if I'm caught in a good mood, and if we go in our normal group that we go in, it might be cool to watch. But as of me personally wanting to watch that movie, I don't care for it.
I'm excited, and it sucks. What's the next movie?
Quiet Place 2. We talked about Black Widow. We were just talking about James Bond. No Time to Die.
I could care less.
Exactly. I have never seen a James Bond movie, and
So
I don't think I ever will.
growing up, I was a big Bond kid. I loved Bond. Bond was so badass to me. I just cannot get into these Daniel Craig movies. I saw Casino Royale. I was bored out of my mind. Then I want to say it was Quantum of Solace, whichever one's after that. Again, bored out of my mind. So I haven't even seen the last two.
See,
So I just can't do it no more.
I've never seen a James Bond movie. The actor, the only movie that I remember seeing him in where I enjoyed was Knives Out.
Yeah, well, he's a great actor. It's just to
And
me, it's not his acting of those movies. It's
it's
just
just
those
a James
movies.
Bond storylines, or what is it?
It's just the new James Bond movies are first off long as shit. They're like 3 hours movies, and they're more. And I get it, it's cool. They're more plot based, less action. They're more about what's going on behind the scenes. But like, I just don't give a shit in the day and age because there's just been so many spy movies coming out that are doing it better. So it just makes you look at this one like, fuck.
Like they're just appealing to like the name of James Bond and people wanting to go. Like it's not because they're good movies. It's just like a brand recognition of James Bond.
Like the
Which
Kingsman, you've seen the Kingsman, right?
I haven't seen those. I
That
I thought they looked too corny to me, but people tell me that they're great. So
they're first off, the first one's a phenomenal movie. It's a classic. Just that movie is so good. Off of first off, the whole movie's good, but it has one specific scene in a church that if anyone's seen it out there, they know what I'm talking about. That scene alone to me makes that movie like fucking a classic already. Let alone the rest of the movie itself is really fucking good too. That's a spy movie. That's an espionage movie. That's amazing. It's done well. It's funny. The action's badass, and the story's good. So
you're
that's
hyping
what
this movie up a lot, dude. I might have to watch it.
you have to watch it, and it's worth it. And then so a movie like that makes me look at James Bond and like, why can't you be like that? Why can't you be more like that? Not necessarily like I get it. James Bond is not a comedy. I don't want it to be a comedy. Why can't you be as cool as
Like, why can't your action scenes be that good? Why am I getting something more action packed from a comedy?
yeah? But what what's the
Yeah.
next one?
Top Gun Maverick. Again, I do not care. I have never seen Top Gun. It has never appealed to me, and so
I grew up on 80s movies, even though I'm a 90s kid. I'm excited. I'm
fucking
not like, oh
boomer.
my god, Top Gun, but I've seen the original one. I like the original one. I'm excited, but I'm not hurt by the delay.
It's only until the 23rd of December.
I would say it's a slight delay though. Wasn't it like a November movie? Just got pushed back like a month.
No, it was a June movie.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I'm not that hurt by it. It's whatever.
So the next one is Peter Rabbit 2. I have no idea what movie that is.
I know what it is. Never seen the first one. Moving on.
So
I would say just kind of skim through the ones you think I would care about and you care about. We don't have to go through every movie.
Okay, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think this is.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, this is the. Is this the reboot? Not the reboot,
It's like not a reboot. It's actually a sequel to the original.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, that one, but it's scheduled for July 2020, so it's not that far. It moved
that's a little optimistic to me. These movies that got pushed into June, July.
Oh no! Oh, I am so sorry, dude. I am so sorry. I am about to shit on your fucking hopes and dreams.
No, I get delayed to 2021, right?
Yeah, March 5th, 2021.
That shit sucks because they should have at least done it. They should, if anything, they should have made it a Christmas time movie. You know, on Christmas, blockbusters like to put out their biggest movies.
And just put a random Christmas tree in there and make it a fucking Christmas movie.
Well, it don't have to be a Christmas movie, but they still.
I know, but just to give it the same feeling, like the same treatment that the Die Hard gets.
I'm like, bro. First off, I'm a fan of the original two Ghostbusters, and then you add Paul Rudd into the mix, bro. I'm sold. I'm there. It sucks. I'm excited, and I'm hurt by this one.
The next one that we might be interested is Morbius. I haven't seen the trailer for it. I heard it sucks. I heard the trailer wasn't good.
I like the trailer, and I like Jared Leto, but I know a lot of people hate Jared Leto. I'm not hurt by this one, But
It's
I'm always excited for another superhero movie. I don't give a
March
shit.
19th, 2021.
That sucks, but
Yeah, it sucks. But I think this is gonna be one of those movies that I watch. Maybe not opening week. I might wait a little bit to watch.
you're gonna watch it opening day with us. You know, we watch it.
Well, if you guys go watch it, then I'll go.
Me and Arnaldo, which we go to the movies all the time, is we go watch any and every superhero film on release date.
Okay, well, if you guys go, then yeah, I'll tag along. The only thing I'm not concerned, but I wonder if it's gonna be part of the MCU or not.
That's a big question.
Because
That's a big question.
I'm always down for new faces and new heroes / villains. I don't know too much about Morbius. I'm always down for new people to join the MCU if they're written good.
Well, obviously it's not part of the MCU, but as long as it's part of the Spider MCU verse, then it's part of the MCU.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's gonna, because technically Venom is part of the Spider-Verse, but he's not part of the MCU.
Well, it's so weird, dude. I don't know,
dude. I exactly. I don't know the whole Disney and Sony partnership.
They're so tight-lipped about it. But when asked about the possibility of having more than just Spider-Man seen in MCU, it was kind of like a nod and wink, like you never know. So like we'll see.
Yeah. So the next one is Fast and the Furious 9. I don't care for these movies.
I love this series, but I'm not hurt by it because it's not like the last one, Part 8. It took me like a year to watch it.
Dude, apparently John Cena's in this movie.
He is in this movie, and I'm hyped. John Cena?
Dude, John Cena's a great actor.
Dude,
I've only seen him in like kid movies, but every single scene that he's in, he commands. It's like, I don't know.
There's this weird stigma like about fucking wrestlers, and I'm a wrestling fan, I'm a WWE fan, I'm an all fan. And a lot of these wrestlers that try acting are fucking hard garbage. The Rock, when he first started acting, when he was in the Scorpion King, hot garbage. Although as a kid, I fucking loved it. But now, look at The Rock. He's a fucking great actor. That dude is hilarious. He's in every big movie ever now. And John Cena, when he first started acting, I'm like, this guy's terrible. He can't act. But now, he's knocking out of the park. Have you seen Blockers? He's
dude,
hilarious.
Hilarious in that fucking movie, dude. That's exactly what I was just about to bring up that movie. I was thinking about the movie, but hilarious. That's what I'm saying. And every single scene that he was in that movie, he commanded. He was the center of attention because he's just a fucking great actor. You would have never thought from the since his wrestling days that he was such a good actor. But damn, dude, like when
at least as a wrestling fan, you kind of it's not like said again. Wrestlers don't transition to acting well, but he's one of those that was so good at talking on the mic off the top of his head. He's really good at it. So you're like, well, he should be able to act. And at first, he struggled, but I just think in general, anybody, like just you and me, like having this conversation, I feel like if there was a camera staring at us, we'd probably not be as smooth as normal. It'd be a little to start with, obviously, because people are just not used to it. So, but now he's so good, and I'm excited for him to be in the Fast series.
See, I just don't care about those movies, but
those movies are hot garbage, but I love them. So.
The next one on the list is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the Marvel movie.
Well, we'll just take them all out at once. All the Marvel movies pretty much got delayed.
Yeah.
And again, same sentiment. I'm hurt. I don't care. I love Marvel. MCU could do no wrong in my eyes.
Oh, dude, I'm upset, dude. The newest Thor movie, Love and Thunder, got pushed back all the way to February 18th, 2022.
Yeah, like I said, everything took the following because
that is crazy.
MCU does the slate where they release like in February, March, then they do a summer release, and then they do their November release. So that's pretty much how they've been doing it for the last couple of years. So so Thor was the November release. It got pushed to the
Doctor
February,
Strange
March.
was May, got pushed to November. Oh, dude,
the one delay that we're not really aware of is like the Disney Plus stuff.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of that is already finished recording, no? They're just not like they're not releasing everything to it because they want to have a steady stream of content for people.
So when I looked it up earlier, like a couple weeks ago, when this whole quarantine thing really got serious, what's it called? Falcon and the Winter Soldier was almost done shooting. I don't know if they actually finished, but it sounds like they did. But stuff like WandaVision and then the other Loki
like
and the
that.
other shows, and not just Marvel, but Mandalorian, stuff like that too, didn't finish filming and have halted production. So we
Damn.
don't know the future of all these Disney Plus shows. I'm holding out hope that Winter Soldier and at least that
It
will
gives
come
us
out
something. At
as,
least gives us a little bit of some glimpse of hope to look forward to. Same.
because that was originally originally Winter Soldier and that was supposed to be November, but then it got pushed forward because they were ahead of schedule to like August, I think. We'll see.
Oh man, I hope this ends soon so we can just go back so we don't have to worry about that type of stuff soon.
So before we get off delays, one of the biggest delays to me, The Last of Us 2, which is a video game, and The Last of Us 1 is one of the fucking best games ever. And the part 2 got indefinitely delayed. Pretty much
Indefinitely delayed?
until this whole quarantine thing is over. Pretty much is what they said.
Oh man, that's crazy. What the hell? I didn't hear that.
Yep, that one and Iron Man VR, which I don't give a shit about. Sony delayed those indefinitely. They're like, until the shit's cleared up, we're not releasing these games. Both of which are done and completed.
Oh man, that's big F's in the chat, dude. That's not good.
Well, because to them it's like one, the PSN, all that, the downloading is already struggling with so many people at home. So to release one of the most anticipated games, it would fucking crash PSN.
It would take a shit. Yeah, it would just shit all over the. Yeah.
And then on top of that, they would lose so much money because there's so many people
that wouldn't buy it because they want to buy a hard copy.
And not on top of that, there's people that don't have good internet. There's a lot of people that don't have good internet to download a 60, 80 gig game.
More, dude. It's most likely more. Like, you're right. You're right. So.
And then you can't release it digitally, and then there's gonna be spoilers all over the internet for the people that can't play it. Or you release it today digitally, but like, can you ask somebody 5 months later to still pay $60? You know what I mean?
For a game that they probably have already seen, like it being beat to the fucking ground.
So I completely agree with Sony's decision, but it sucks.
Yeah, I get it, but it sucks for the fans of the series that have to wait until all this happens. But
man, it is what it is.
What it is. Exactly. Do you want to get onward with our discussion of Onward?
So one of the best
see what
things,
I did there?
So you know what I mean? We're moving onward, yes. So one of the best things about this thing is all those movies that got caught up in the middle, because the movies that didn't release, yeah, you can delay them. That's fine. I get it. You want to make that money in the theaters. But for those movies that came out, like Onward was out for 1 week, you can't really take it away and then put it back out in theaters again.
You can't. Well, I'm pretty sure they might still have it in the theaters when. But like, it's gonna be. It's not gonna be like if they had just released it.
So to me, I'm thankful because I was so excited for this movie.
Oh, dude,
so we got it on Disney Plus. You watched it when they released it digitally for sale.
Yeah,
I just watched it on the 3rd. Yeah, on the 3rd on Friday when they released it. And fuck me, that movie's so good,
dude. It's amazing. One of my favorite movies, like one of my favorite Pixar movies, in such a long time. It was so good. I genuinely, I don't want to be like it was the best movie ever.
It's not,
But
but
for
it's
a
good.
kids movie, for a movie like directed towards kids, I really didn't have any complaints.
Dude, I loved it. Like, and then like, obviously, this is a movie about two brothers going on a journey to try to bring back their dad for one day. So it's a part of that, part of like accepting death for their father. And to me, again, I have a brother, so like it really hits home. It really hits close.
Same. I have a younger brother. So I felt really connected to the older brother, to Chris Pratt, and just watching the relationship on how they are. It reminded me so much of how I am with my little brother, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Same, dude. I'm like, dude, I was in tears like
Dude, same.
5, 6 times. Like
Oh, not
even
that many. Not that many. The only time that I I I had like a really like cheesy smile most of the movie,
and remember,
but
we're
the
not
only
for
time,
those listening. If you haven't watched it, watch it. We're not gonna spoil anything. We will not go into
yeah,
spoilers.
we won't see what happens. But like at the very end, it was the only time that I felt like I would even come close to crying. I think maybe like one tear fell down my cheek. But
Dude,
just that movie was, and it's like such a amazing like ride the entire time.
dude,
I
for
loved it.
me, it's like the beginning where he's talking about how he's never got to meet his dad and all that stuff. That makes me sad. I'm like, that's sad. And then, but no, the end fucking wrecked me.
Dude, it's so good. It was so good. And then like I'm not the type of person to be like the voice actors and this and that, like the directing of this but the fucking chemistry between Chris Pratt and
And Tom Holland.
Tom Holland was fucking amazing.
You know what's crazy? Every time Chris Pratt talked, I'm like, that's Chris Pratt.
Right, and
But
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland didn't. No, to me, Tom Holland didn't sound like Tom Holland. Not that
It
it's not.
sometimes there was a few moments where I was like, oh no, that's Tom Holland, but I get what you mean. Chris Pratt he was literally just talking to his mic, and I think that's what added maybe some of that that feeling of like they felt, because personally I really felt like they were actually related watching that movie.
Dude, I agree because like I said the chemistry was so good.
And I don't know,
They work great together. It's really funny too.
it might be because of like maybe they're the Marvels, like maybe they knew each other from working with like together with Marvel, so they already had that like bond.
But
So they
even
already knew
then,
each other.
how much did they
But
actually work together? Because
I
like
don't know, dude. Like,
they're
because
only in two
Infinity
movies
War,
together.
Infinity War, and Endgame.
And even Endgame, they don't have that much back and forth. In
They
Infinity
don't.
War, they have a little bit of back and
Like
forth.
one scene, like when they're on that ship. But yeah, dude, like you're right. Like there wasn't even that much. It's like but who knows? Who knows how it worked in the background?
Of course.
They might have shot they might have shot their scenes all in like one week, let's say, quote
Well,
unquote. I don't know anything.
I'm sure they've talked more than what obviously was on set. Plus, they do press runs together and all that. So, but still, like it's not like they worked with each other a shit ton. And to have that kind of chemistry, it was great. It was really
I think
believable.
it's a testament to how good of an actor they both are. And
Yeah,
I loved it though. That movie was just so good. The mom character was great.
it's so fun. Dude, at first, I'm like the mom character. I was kind of like, we'll see. But as it went on, she's so good.
Yeah, like I said, dude, I genuinely don't have any complaints about that movie. I would recommend that movie 10 out of 10. Like people need to watch that movie. That movie
Like,
was just,
I don't know where I would rank it in Pixar films, and we'll somewhere down the line we'll rank these Pixar films. To me, my number one's still Coco, but
I was actually just gonna ask you which one you liked more, Coco or this one.
Coco.
I love both of them, dude.
And it's funny because to me, I can relate to both films because one, obviously, Coco is our culture,
Yeah,
and onward as being having an older brother. You know what I mean? I can relate. You having a younger brother, you can relate. But I prefer the Coco more.
dude. I think I really don't know how I would answer that. I love both of them like immensely. They're both like one of my favorite. if they're not my favorite like Pixar movies, they're definitely up there.
Like the Cuz was my number one. Onward is definitely top 5, maybe top 3, maybe even number 2. I don't know about that. It's just so they have so many good films.
They really do. Yeah, I just people need to watch that movie, dude. It's so good. If you have Disney Plus, you need to get on it.
And if you don't, what are you doing?
Right? Like
borrow somebody's email if you have to. You know, Disney allows it to 4 people on the one account. So
or pitch in a little bit if you have Hulu and just pitch in a couple extra bucks and you get the Hulu, ESPN, and the Disney Plus bundle, which is awesome. That's what I have. So
same.
So it's great. I love it.
Make sure to visit our sponsor, Disney Plus. Let's get it.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
No, seriously, if you haven't watched it, get on it. It's so good.
Yeah, you will not. You know what? Let's make a deal. If you don't like it, come back our next episode and watch us talk about something else, and I guess write a comment somewhere, and we'll apologize to you.
No, they're gonna like it. I guarantee. It's a Miguel guarantee, and if you don't know anything about me, my guarantees are solid.
No, they're like 90%. They're like 90% there.
I would say. I almost never miss.
Like, remember, I have a galaxy brain, you guys, and a galaxy brain is telling you that this movie is fucking great. It's so good. I don't want to like spoil anything, but yeah,
exactly.
It's super
good. I'm trying to avoid all kinds of any kind of details. It's so good. But so moving onward, past Onward. Great movie. Watch it. Can't recommend it enough.
Right. Just can't.
And I know most of y'all are out there. You're not essential. You're at home. You got time. Watch it.
Yeah. Changing topics real quick. It's still animation, but just a different style. I want to talk about My Hero and the My Hero season 4 finale. I know some of you guys might not be into anime, but like Miguel just said, we're all stuck at home. If there's any time to even try out an anime, now is the time.
So,
and a show.
Again, growing up as an anime fan, I get it. There's a lot of people out there that don't like anime. You cannot get into anime. It just doesn't connect with you. I get it. But My Hero Academia is one of those animes that I would recommend to almost anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's a really great show. It's, for the most part, it's written pretty well. It's funny. It's cool.
It's tear-jerking. Like, there's a little bit of everything that you could want in a show, in this show. If you're a Marvel fan, if you like comic books, this anime is right up your alley. And seriously, I cannot recommend it enough.
Of MCU, which I know is like 80% of the freaking world's population, made up to pull them around my ass. But seriously, everyone loves MCU nowadays. If you like the MCU, watch My Hero Academia. It's a superhero show. It's fucking awesome.
It's amazing. Like, I cannot swoon over this show enough. And like I said, right now is the best time to get into it because season 4 just wrapped up. Season 5 was announced, but who knows with all this going on, with the way that the world is, who knows how long it will be until it comes out.
By normal standards, it'd be in a year, but it could be longer.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of time to watch 4 seasons of the show.
It's like what total, like maybe like 88 episodes so far, and in those 88 episodes, like it's just the ups are insane. Like, they're insane. I cannot recommend the show enough. And
like,
this is a Diego guarantee, and my guarantees are like up there, like 96%.
To me, so again, season finale of My Hero for season 4, without getting into too much spoilers, is legit one of the greatest anime episodes of any show I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying it's the greatest. It's among the best.
To me, it's probably one of the best, like, It's hard to say because there's so many episodes of that show that I love, but the season finale was one of my favorite episodes of anything ever. Like
it literally took one of the most unlikable characters in this show and made them like top 3 characters of the show.
Honestly, the only other thing that I could ever like compare it to is Zuko from the Avatar: The Last Airbender. But Zuko had a long time to have like a redemption arc. Yeah, like a long redemption arc. What happened in the final episode, in like the final like couple episodes, like the last half of the fourth season, they went from having a character that everyone hated to he's like one of my favorite now. Like, and I never thought I could do that because I hated him when it first started, and when you saw a little bit of the backstory with him, I hated him. But after the newest episode, I absolutely love him, and I read the manga. I read the manga ahead of time, and I still cried on the last episode because it was that good.
Like you brought it up, Zuko. But his they implemented little seeds of like, oh, this guy's actually kind of good since season 1, through his uncle, of course. But with this one, literally Endeavor never did shit
to make you feel seasons. until the certain fight happened between two characters that made him be like, oh my god, like he saw something that made him
that planted the seed, but they still didn't do anything to redeem him. And literally in one episode, it became one of my favorites.
Exactly. So
and
good.
You're like, fuck, this guy, he's a good guy.
Dude, like we just said, I cannot recommend the show enough. And you have the time to watch it. I recommend it. At least give the first season a try. They're 20-minute episodes. I think the first season is 12 episodes, and it is great. If you're ever bored and you feel like watching it, give the first season a try. And it's 13 episodes, by the way, the first season. Give it a try, and you might enjoy it. You might come out having a new show to watch, something entertaining, while we all get through this.
For sure,
epidemic over.
It's so funny. Before this episode, and before the episode with the gentleman, I was like, man, this season started off so good, but fuck, it's not sticking the landing. And then after the gentleman and this episode, I'm like, fuck, they stuck the landing.
Dude, honestly, after the episode halfway through season 4, I was like, this episode is going to be the pinnacle of the show. I was like, I don't see how they could ever outdo this. And this season finale really left me speechless because I wasn't expecting it to be that good. And they knocked it out of the park. Completely knocked it out of the park. And I agree with you. Like, I enjoy those slower moments because it makes the higher moments seem that much higher. But I completely agree with you. That's what I was afraid of when the season first started, because I was like, halfway through, there's going to be an insane fight. And I don't know how they're going to end it because they're going to have 12 more episodes to fill. So I was scared that people were going to let go of the show because there's going to be a slow part.
And like I said, I would never stop, but I was falling off. I was like, fuck, this whole school party, whatever, is just not for me. And then the second, literally the episode, once I'm getting to that point where I'm so sick of this, they hit you with the gentleman in the next episode, and it's like, fuck, you forget all about those other episodes, which was only 3 or 4 that were kind of mediocre episodes.
They're just kind of those episodes, they weren't bad episodes, but it was just they stopped focusing on the action and they started focusing.
They're very lackluster.
Yeah, especially coming after the high of what we had just gone through. To go from such a high point to go to such a a mellow, everyone's just, all the kids are just being kids at school. It was a really low point, but then it takes you back up like a little bit, and then it's such a wild ride. I cannot recommend it enough. I could go on for hours about the show because I just love it that much, and I don't want to spoil
Same.
anything
No,
for.
exactly. We don't. For the most part, we're gonna try to avoid spoilers on this podcast, on this show, on anything in general. Like, unless it's a super fucking old, then that's on you. But something that just came, I get it. Not everyone can watch it right away. We won't go into spoilers. But if we talk about something like fucking, I don't know.
We'll try to give you guys warnings too if we do spoil anything. We might edit something in saying like, oh, just so you know, spoiler warning, because I know some people get very upset when they're spoiled on certain shows and movies and video games.
And I get it because I don't get mad when I get things spoiled, but when things get spoiled for me, it definitely stops me from wanting to watch or play or whatever it may be. Like if I knew the spoiler for A Quiet Place, I probably wouldn't watch it. So I plan on watching it now because I don't know what happens in that movie. I don't know the spoiler. Obviously, they survive because they're in part 2, but that's not really spoiler to me. So
who knows what if they didn't survive?
Either way, I get it, and we won't. So I think for the most part, that is it for this episode.
Yeah, I don't
to add in.
I don't really have anything to say much more. I think
for those, if you're still listening, again, thank you. And we plan on making these podcasts anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half, twice a week is the plan at the moment. And so, anything else?
Not much, man. Just thanks for watching, you guys.
Listening.
Watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 2 non-essential personnel talking into our mics for however long it's been.
And again, wherever you listen to this, you find us on Twitter, on YouTube, wherever. Feedback is always welcomed, good or bad. We want to make the show better. And just let us know what you like, what you didn't like, whatever you want to see. We appreciate it. All right. Peace.
Peace out, you guys.